Once upon a time, nestled deep within the heart of a forgotten amusement park, stood a carousel that defied the passage of time. Its once vibrant colors had faded, and the once cheerful music that echoed through the park had been replaced by an eerie silence. The air hung heavy with an unsettling stillness that clung to the rusted rides like a ghostly shroud. Legend had it that the park's original owner, a reclusive and enigmatic figure named Sebastian Blackwood, harbored a fascination with the supernatural. In his pursuit of otherworldly experiences, he acquired a mysterious artifact, a cursed gem said to open a gateway to a realm of nightmares. Sebastian, consumed by his obsession, decided to place the cursed gem at the heart of the carousel, hoping to create an attraction unlike any other. The carousel, once a symbol of joy, transformed into a malevolent portal that beckoned unsuspecting visitors into the darkness. As dusk settled over the abandoned park, a lone adventurer named Alex arrived, armed with nothing but curiosity and a camera. Eager to document the eerie remnants of the past, Alex approached the haunted carousel. The creaking of the rusted gears seemed to harmonize with the distant whispers of the wind. Ignoring the warnings etched into the peeling paint, Alex climbed onto one of the cracked and weather-worn horses. The moment Alex touched the worn brass pole, the carousel sprang to life with a ghastly melody, as if the spirits of the past were awakening. The world around Alex twisted and contorted, and the once familiar landscape of the amusement park morphed into a nightmarish version of itself. The air was thick with an oppressive darkness, and the only source of light came from the eerie glow of the cursed gem at the center of the carousel. Alex's heart pounded as the carousel spun faster and faster, carrying them deeper into the supernatural realm. Ghostly figures, distorted and tortured, materialized around them, their anguished wails filling the air. Each turn of the carousel revealed new horrors, visions of Alex's deepest fears brought to life. As the ordeal intensified, Alex struggled to maintain sanity. The carousel seemed to feed on their terror, trapping them in a never-ending cycle of nightmare and despair. It became apparent that escape was impossible. The whispers of the lost souls who had succumbed to the cursed ride echoed through the night. They warned Alex of the malevolent force that bound them to this spectral realm and shared stories of how the carousel claimed countless souls over the years. With every passing moment, Alex's grip on reality slipped further. The once vibrant colors of the carousel bled into a monochromatic nightmare. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and the tortured souls clawed at the air, desperately yearning for release. In a final act of desperation, Alex reached for the cursed gem at the center of the carousel, hoping to sever the connection to the nightmarish dimension. As their hand grazed the cold surface of the gem, the world around them shattered like glass, and the once silent amusement park returned to its desolate state. The haunted carousel ceased its macabre dance, and the oppressive darkness lifted. The lost souls disappeared into the ethereal void, leaving Alex alone and shaken in the silent amusement park. With a deep breath, Alex stumbled away from the haunted carousel, vowing never to speak of the nightmarish ordeal. The legend lived on, whispered among those who dared to explore the remnants of the abandoned amusement park, a cautionary tale of a cursed carousel that bridged the gap between the living and the dead. In the heart of an abandoned amusement park, obscured by overgrown foliage and decay, stood a dilapidated funhouse that harbored a dark and haunting history. The park, once a hub of joy and laughter, had succumbed to the passage of time, and the funhouse, known to locals as the Carnival of Shadows, was a silent testament to its mysterious demise. Decades ago, during the park's heyday, a renowned entertainer named Barnaby the Clown delighted visitors with his whimsical performances. However, behind the painted smile and colorful costume lurked a disturbed mind. As whispers of missing children circulated through the town, suspicion fell upon Barnaby. One fateful night, the funhouse became the stage for a chilling event that would forever etch itself into the town's dark history. A group of children attending a Halloween event vanished without a trace inside the maze-like corridors of the Carnival of Shadows. The townsfolk, fueled by fear and suspicion, turned their attention to Barnaby the clown, who disappeared without a trace. Over the years, the funhouse became a place of dread, its once bright facade now a grim reminder of the unsolved mystery that haunted the town. Locals spoke in hushed tones about the malevolent energy that emanated from the decaying structure, claiming that the spirits of the lost children and the enigmatic clown still roamed its darkened halls. Amelia, a fearless paranormal investigator with a penchant for exploring abandoned places, had heard whispers of the Carnival of Shadows. Determined to unravel the mysteries that shrouded the funhouse, she arrived at the deserted amusement park armed with cameras and recording equipment. The moon cast an eerie glow over the skeletal remains of the park as Amelia cautiously entered the forsaken funhouse. The air inside was heavy with the scent of mildew and decay, and the distant echoes of her footsteps reverberated through the desolate corridors. As Amelia delved deeper into the labyrinth of the Carnival of Shadows, she noticed peculiar markings on the walls, sinister drawings that seemed to depict the fate of the missing children. Each turn brought her closer to the heart of the funhouse, where a foreboding silence settled like a thick fog. The flickering lights overhead cast grotesque shadows that danced along the walls, giving life to the ghostly apparitions of children playing hide and seek. Amelia pressed on, guided by an otherworldly force that seemed to beckon her deeper into the bowels of the funhouse. The air grew colder as Amelia reached the center of the maze, where a room adorned with faded carnival decorations awaited. In the dim light, she spotted a dusty music box, its haunting melody echoing through the desolate space. As the music played, the room seemed to come alive with the ethereal laughter of children. Suddenly, the temperature plummeted, and the room became a chilling tableau of the past. Ghostly figures, clad in costumes from a bygone era, materialized before Amelia. Among them stood Barnaby the clown, his painted face contorted into a twisted grin. The spirits of the lost children spoke to Amelia, recounting the night they disappeared and revealing the truth behind Barnaby's malevolent deeds. The funhouse, tainted by the darkness that had consumed it, had become a purgatory for the trapped souls, reliving the night of their disappearance in a perpetual loop. Amelia, overcome with a mix of horror and compassion, vowed to help the trapped spirits find peace. Guided by the ghostly children, she followed a hidden passage that led to a concealed chamber at the heart of the funhouse. There, she discovered a forgotten altar adorned with arcane symbols, a focal point of the malevolent energy that bound the spirits to the Carnival of Shadows. With determination and a sense of justice, Amelia performed a ritual to break the curse that shackled the lost souls to the funhouse. As the last incantation left her lips, a blinding light enveloped the room, and the oppressive darkness that gripped the Carnival of Shadows began to dissipate. The spirits of the children, their faces now serene, ascended towards the light, leaving behind a transformed funhouse. The once decaying structure regained a semblance of its former glory, the air infused with a newfound tranquility. Amelia emerged from the Carnival of Shadows, forever changed by the harrowing experience. The legend of the haunted funhouse persisted, but the malevolent energy that once plagued the amusement park had been laid to rest. As the sun rose over the now serene landscape, Amelia looked back at the transformed funhouse, its once menacing exterior now bathed in a gentle morning light. The Carnival of Shadows, though eternally bound to its haunted past, had found a semblance of peace, and the lost souls could finally rest. Nestled within the decaying boundaries of an abandoned amusement park was a maze that defied both time and reason. The Maze of Shadows, as it was ominously known, was not just a collection of hedges and winding paths, it was a sinister labyrinth rumored to harbor a malevolent force that transcended the physical realm. Decades earlier, during a Halloween event that had drawn thrill-seekers from near and far, a group of costumed performers ventured into the maze of shadows to entertain the eager crowd. As the night unfolded, an inexplicable darkness enveloped the maze, swallowing the performers whole. Their panicked screams echoed through the chilling night air, but they were never seen again. In the aftermath, the amusement park was shuttered, and the maze of shadows became a forbidden and forsaken place. Locals spoke of a spectral energy that lingered within its twisted pathways, warning anyone who dared to enter. Rumors circulated about the maze being a portal to a parallel dimension, where the lost performers were trapped in an eternal Halloween night. Emma, a daring urban explorer with a fascination for the supernatural, caught wind of the eerie tale surrounding the maze of shadows. Intrigued by the mystery, she decided to investigate and document the paranormal occurrences that had plagued the abandoned amusement park. Armed with a flashlight, a camera, and a sense of trepidation, Emma approached the entrance of the maze. The air grew thick with an unsettling tension as she stepped into the shadows that clung to the hedges like a shroud. The maze seemed to defy logic, its pathways shifting and rearranging themselves as if guided by an unseen force. Emma pressed on, guided by an otherworldly whisper that urged her deeper into the heart of the labyrinth. The chilling night air carried the distant echoes of ghostly laughter and the faint cries of the lost performers. As Emma navigated the maze, she stumbled upon eerie symbols etched into the hedges, arcane markings that seemed to pulse with an unnatural energy. Each turn brought her closer to the epicenter of the supernatural disturbance, where a foreboding stillness settled like a thick fog. The atmosphere grew tense as Emma reached the maze's central clearing, revealing a weathered pedestal adorned with an ancient-looking book. The book, bound in tattered leather, detailed the history of the maze of shadows and the dark ritual that had cursed the performers on that fateful Halloween night. Compelled by a mix of fascination and fear, Emma began to read the incantation inscribed within the pages. As the words left her lips, the air crackled with energy, and the maze itself seemed to come alive. Shadows danced along the hedges, and the temperature plummeted as the veil between dimensions thinned. Suddenly, ghostly figures materialized before Emma, the lost performers trapped in a spectral limbo. Their hollow eyes conveyed a mixture of sorrow and gratitude as they reached out to her. Emma realized that the curse binding them to the maze could only be broken through a selfless act of redemption. Guided by the ghostly performers, Emma retraced the labyrinthine paths of the maze, undoing the curse that had ensnared them. As she neared the exit, the spectral figures faded into the shadows, their anguished cries replaced by a solemn silence. With the curse lifted, the maze of shadows transformed before Emma's eyes. The once twisted pathways straightened, and the hedges seemed to regain a sense of order. The chilling whispers that had haunted the maze were replaced by a gentle breeze that carried the scent of autumn leaves. Emma emerged from the maze of shadows, forever changed by the supernatural encounter. The legend of the haunted maze persisted, but the malevolent force that had tormented the lost performers had been laid to rest. As the first light of dawn broke over the abandoned amusement park, Emma looked back at the now serene maze of shadows. The once cursed labyrinth had found peace, and the lost performers could finally rest in the eternal calm that had eluded them for so long.